Hey folks, it's been a minute. I'm going to cover quite a few things today. So this first portion is going to be us just discussing what you guys have gone over, what's been being turned in, and then we'll get started with moving forward. So, first, I've been getting a lot of people turning in their eggs, and I'm pretty impressed. You guys did an awesome job, and those of you that are working on it that I haven't been able to speak with, I wanted to show you one of the eggs that you've seen in an earlier video that I decided to put together with another egg that I accidentally broke. So you might recognize this. It's this one. It ended up breaking. Sadness. I really liked this egg. However, I also had this other egg that I liked that was broken, and I decided to glue them together with Elmer's glue. And I think it turned out pretty cool. So I'm just having a few doubts about Humpty Dumpty. So there's that. It was a good time. I've really been impressed with many of the things that you guys have come up with. Thank you very much for sharing your imagery with me. This week you will have noticed, if you looked, that I did set up for you to have an origami project. That origami project that I chose for you to fold was a water balloon, and I wanted to show you my favorite way to have them. I like to put them on Christmas lights. I think that they make it really fun. Of course, they can be used as a water balloon. They're even biodegradable because they're paper. Because this was a debate that I happen to have. Okay, so there are several things I need to show you. Today's lesson is going to be how to make a treasure chest out of a milk jug. And one of them fell. I'll be right back. Okay, so the directions were to get a cleaned out milk jug. You've had some time. We're going to be drawing on it. And cutting it out. I use scissors. You should get a pair of scissors that no one in your house minds you using, because you're going to be using it on plastic. It's not an easy thing to cut, but I have faith in you. You're going to cut it to look like this. I'm going to show you step by step how to draw the lines so that you can cut it out. This is me getting it to a point where it's a box that I can still fold down. You'll notice that even though I went ahead and I cut it higher, I took the lines down more and I painted over that because I didn't want to spend time scrubbing. So I painted it, and then I went ahead and drew on it, and I could add a lot more detail. Probably not going to, because I need to tighten this up a little bit, and I would like to get on with making the shapes and whatnot. So as you can see, I cut along the seams. It makes it a lot easier. And I'm able to push the sides down. And then I used some yarn to take this little, it can be a button. I got this off of a broken necklace that I just happened to keep around because I have a lot of things. However, you can use whatever. It's just that it needs something to attach to. We're going to look at more things you could use also. So there's some things that I want to discuss with you. So if you are doing any of these projects, I really hope that you're using your imagination. Also, take your time, take your time. You all know this. So, what is your favorite shape? This is something that you're going to have to think about. Like, what is something that's easy for you to cut out? Do you need to use a template? you're familiar with the use of the tin can so that you can get those circles. Most of you are great at drawing squares. However, I set this up so that you can think about easy shapes to cut. Squares, rectangles, triangles. And then this one gets a little intricate. However, maybe you want to get a little bit intricate, because all of these things are going to be used for the next project. We're going to be collecting all of these shapes that you cut from things like this. I can cut this out. I can cut this down. What if I cut shapes out of this? I'm going to have it after I cut my milk jug. I'm going to be cutting shapes out of this. I've used this. However, in things that we're going to be making, I'm going to be using rubber bands, metal bread ties, tin can lids, ties that people made, boxes that help me play. I need string. To draw these lines, I'm going to use a Sharpie. Any type of permanent marker is going to be easier to make these lines so that you can cut them afterwards. If you use something that is a washable marker, it might smear a little bit, but the most important thing is that you have an edge that you can see, so it's easier to cut straight lines. That's hard to do on plastic unless you're used to cutting plastic. I'm not used to cutting plastic. Let's see, what else do I want to cover? If you have not collected these things already, there are a few things that I wanted to make sure that you had the option to collect. One of those is a milk jug, tin can. You are going to need a hanger. We're going to be making either a mobile or a wind chime. That'll depend on you. Heads up, I'm going to request that you add your drawing of you to it too. A mobile is anything that hangs and has balance. Our hangers will look better than these, but you know what I'm talking about. We won't be able to use the plastic ones as well, but I thought that it would make it so you could see it very well. But the metal hangers are easy for us to use and adjust what we want it to create and be. I need to show you some different options of pliers, but I'm gonna wait until my dog stops fussing. So just a minute.